Okay, I need to vent because my jaw is still on the floor, and I think I might spontaneously combust. My ex-best friend copied my entire wedding. And I mean the entire thing. The audacity is beyond anything I've ever witnessed. So, let's set the scene. Me and Sarah were inseparable since kindergarten. We shared everything: clothes, secrets, boyfriends. Awkward, I know, but we navigated it. She was my maid of honor, my rock, my human diary. I was so excited to plan my wedding, and Sarah was right there with me. We spent countless hours pinning ideas, agonizing over color palettes, and taste testing cakes. She was genuinely enthusiastic, or so I thought. My wedding was, well, I poured my heart and soul into it. It was a beautiful, intimate affair in a rustic barn venue with fairy lights twinkling everywhere. We had a string quartet playing instrumental versions of our favorite indie songs during the ceremony. My dress was a custom-made lace number with a dramatic train. The centerpieces were wildflowers in mismatched vintage jars. The food was a gourmet take on comfort food: mini mac and cheese bites, slow-cooked pulled pork sliders. And the cake? A three-tier naked cake with fresh berries and edible flowers. It was us. It was unique. I felt like it was a true reflection of our personalities and our love story. Fast forward about 6 months. Sarah announces she's engaged. Great, right? I was thrilled for her. We'd always talked about getting married around the same time. Then she asked if I had any advice. I gave her some, of course, the usual things like don't sweat the small stuff and hire a good photographer. I was happy to share my experiences. Then she started sending me pictures. Just booked a venue, she texted, with a photo of the exact same rustic barn I got married in. Okay, a little uncanny, but still. Barn venues are popular. I chalked it up to coincidence. Next, she sent me a screenshot of a dress. It was a lace dress. Similar silhouette to mine, but she insisted it was totally different. I squinted at the picture. It looked eerily familiar. The delicate lace pattern, the way the sleeves draped. I brushed it off again. Maybe she just liked a similar style. Then came the music. She showed me her Pinterest board for music. And there, amongst the generic pop songs, were the exact same indie artists I'd chosen for my ceremony. She claimed she just loved that vibe. This is where the alarm bells started clanging like a fire alarm in a library. It felt less like coincidence and more like surveillance. But I still couldn't quite believe it. Sarah, my best friend, would never deliberately copy me. The real kicker, the one that made me want to scream into a pillow for a week, was the reception details. She sent me a picture of her bridesmaids' bouquets. Mismatched vintage jars filled with wildflowers.
Same as mine.
And the food? She was raving about her caterer, who was doing amazing gourmet comfort food. She sent me a picture of their menu: mini mac and cheese bites, pulled pork sliders. I swear, I felt a phantom taste of my wedding reception in my mouth. But the absolute, final, nail in the coffin of our friendship was the cake. She sent me a picture of her wedding cake, and it was a three-tier naked cake with fresh berries and edible flowers. I was stunned. I confronted her, cautiously at first. Sarah, I said, it's funny. All these details are so similar to my wedding. Her response? Oh my God, I know, right? It's like we have the same taste. The same taste? Sarah, we planned my wedding together for over a year. You saw every single decision, every single Pinterest board, every single inspiration photo. You weren't just liking the same style, you were actively replicating my wedding. I asked her directly, did you intentionally copy my wedding? And she got defensive. No. Why would I do that? I just liked all the things we talked about for my wedding. That's when it clicked. She wasn't copying my wedding because she liked it. She was copying it to one-up me. To pretend she had an even better wedding, a more original wedding, than her best friend. The thought of it made me sick. It wasn't about her love story. It was about her ego and her insane need to compete. Our friendship ended that day. I couldn't look at her the same way. The memories of our shared childhood felt tainted by this ultimate betrayal. I felt like I had been performing my wedding for an audience of one, and that one person was actively taking notes. I haven't spoken to her since. My husband is still baffled. My family is disgusted. I just can't even process the sheer nerve of it. Has anyone else experienced something this bizarre and heartbreaking? How do you even begin to get over someone you thought you knew inside and out, only to have them reveal themselves as a shallow, narcissistic copycat? I just needed to get this off my chest. It's been eating me alive.